Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 more there and another 1st down. The Bills had 5-8, 3 games under 500, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable.
Here's Allen. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. A 1st down carry for Davis. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second and 8 coming from the 19. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. And his kick here is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they were.
That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Shador. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
To throw is Sanders. That's caught. It's Travis Hunter. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
They should have put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action now. Sanders. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Sanders. He's got his target. That's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Jaguars have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense
On the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Allen going to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv, and you run into a tough crowd.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the shotgun, Sanders. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to add on to that lead. Extra point up and through. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak. Plus, they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is. And let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. 53 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes a reverse. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Now a first carry here for their running back. There he goes again. He's on his way. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after is good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, it's Allen. And complete, right side to Cook. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, 73 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-17. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Come on. Hey, go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go. Set. 60 bucks.
Throwing, Sanders. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
To throw now, here's Sanders. Touchdown! Travis Hunter, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to stretch out their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Trayvon Walker has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner,
and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's on his way. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 83 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. To the air, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Sanders. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
The Jaguars on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third down and 12. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Past the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the gun, it's Allen. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Here's Allen to throw it. Quick slant to Shakir. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing now is Allen. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Darnell Washington, 30 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 106 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Sanders to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets a made. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and a couple. Here's Sanders. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Sanders. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
On the jump.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up along with. And he is going to lose yardage here. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before half for Allen. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And a good effort on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Shador. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. Down the right sideline. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. De'Ami Brown, 55 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their advantage. Extra point safely through. And they open the lead up now to 25. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They begin with a run by Davis. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now Allen. Caught right side, Davis. So no gain on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. 51 yards. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's Cook again. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 62 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very solid gain of 27. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Cook up the gut. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Allen going to throw. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The kick by Bass is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Jaguars.
Etienne up the middle. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Here we go. Set.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Off the RPO, he completes it. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Ready.
And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the ready.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Come on. Set. 60 Eagles. 68. Panther left.
From the gun, it's Sanders. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dawson Knox, 30 yards. And the Jags stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
To the air, Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the Jaguars' 28-yard line.
Now Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. Allen now looks to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
That's good for the Bills. 1st down.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 3rd and 8.
56.
Back to throw. Allen. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Ray Davis
From 10 yards out.
And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st.
Come on, set. 60 red. 60 red.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
A quick throw there is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
They need 12 here. It's third down.
Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Logan Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And he is going to get in for the 2. Although there is a flag on the field, but it looked like a defender jumped. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
A very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Now Sanders.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Keon White breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. 72 yards on the punt return. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now, well, they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
We've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They start the drive with Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here comes 2nd down. Throwing, Allen.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley.
Still going.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards.
And the Bills strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. So that one is 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
He's back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up.
Completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a 1-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
So for the Bills,
their battle to finish above 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year.
and they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Great game, great game. That's why I never bench my starters. I never would do that again. That's the difference, man. I took the starters out and changed the momentum, and I couldn't regain it. I never do that shit again. That shit is crazy. We was up 47-30. Let me see. He scored 30 points in the fourth quarter because I laid down. That is why you have to be very, very careful when you fucking bench players. Never will I do that again. Wow. Shit crazy.